In mid-February 2026, a standard room on the Palm Jumeirah cost $600 a night, and you still had to join a waitlist. Dubai was operating at absolute maximum capacity, on track to welcome almost 20 million high-spending visitors for the year. Then came the night of February 28th. Following rising regional tensions, a wave of Iranian retaliatory strikes targeted the United Arab Emirates. The skies over the city lit up as defense systems intercepted an incoming barrage of 189 ballistic missiles and over 900 drones. As debris rained down near major landmarks, the immediate panic on the ground exposed a massive oversight in the city's urban planning. For all its hyper-modern infrastructure, Dubai has no dedicated public civil defense shelters. With nowhere else to go, thousands of terrified residents fled their apartments and crowded into the only enclosed, underground spaces they could find: concrete parking garages built for luxury cars. The atmosphere inside those garages was incredibly tense. To keep their children from panicking over the sounds of the interceptions above, many parents lied. They told them the booming noises were only Ramadan cannons, the traditional artillery fired to mark the breaking of the fast. By morning, the physical damage to the city was largely superficial, but Dubai's core product is absolute, uncompromising safety. Once that perception fractured, it triggered an immediate economic collapse. To understand how fast that collapse happened, you have to look at how the city actually functions. Dubai is a global transit hub designed for constant, seamless international movement. The moment regional airspace was restricted during the strikes, that movement froze. Terminal 3, one of the busiest aviation hubs on Earth, temporarily shut down, grounding over 700 flights and leaving tens of thousands of passengers stranded.
This chart shows how quickly that logistical freeze bled into the hospitality sector. In the crucial days leading up to the major Eid al-Fitr travel window, demand completely evaporated, with cancellation rates suddenly spiking to 75%. Hotels entered an immediate state of panic. Luxury resorts that were charging $600 earlier that month dropped their nightly rates to under $100, often throwing in full food and beverage credits that made the stays practically free. The strikes exposed a vulnerability that was already there. Years of unchecked expansion had left the city with a massive oversupply of more than 152,000 luxury hotel rooms, with thousands more under construction. When a market is entirely dependent on the promise of certainty, even a small dose of geopolitical risk is disastrous. Without enough tourists to fill the excess inventory, the over-leveraged luxury sector immediately began cannibalizing itself in a race to the bottom. The panic extended far beyond canceled vacations. Residents living and working in the city also scrambled for an immediate exit. With commercial routes blocked, those with means paid up to $200,000 to charter private jets out of the region. Others grew desperate enough to pay taxi drivers $800 to drive them straight across the border into Oman. This sudden exodus led to a grim reality on the ground. Animal shelters quickly overflowed as fleeing owners abandoned their pets, leaving dogs locked in empty apartments or tied to street lamps. This pie chart reveals the demographic reality behind that flight reflex. Roughly 79% of the city's population consists of transient expatriate workers who have no permanent roots and practically no path to formal citizenship. When the crisis hit, those residents had no strong reason to stay and endure the uncertainty. Dubai spent decades building world-class physical infrastructure, but it completely missed the need to build deep, enduring civic loyalty. The city bounced back rapidly after the 2020 pandemic, but that was a global freeze affecting every country equally. This 2026 crisis gave Dubai a strictly regional disadvantage. High-spending global travelers aren't canceling their vacations, they are simply taking their money elsewhere. They are diverting their routes to fully open, perceived safe competitor markets like Japan, Greece, and Southeast Asia. The long-term danger here is habit. Once wealthy tourists break their annual routine and explore these new destinations, there is no guarantee they will ever return to the Emirates. The 2026 collapse proved that Dubai's reliance on a narrow 6-month peak season window is an existential risk. When a single month of instability can wipe out a year's profits, the city must shift its strategy, moving away from the constant oversupply of luxury rooms and toward year-round, climate-controlled infrastructure
that can stabilize the economy regardless of the season. More importantly, leadership needs to cultivate a sticky cultural identity. By investing in local heritage, art, and history, they can give visitors and residents alike a deeper, emotional reason to connect with the city, one that goes beyond just shopping and luxury. This skyline represents a massive achievement in construction, but the crisis proved it's not enough. A megacity cannot survive long-term solely on the promise of operational perfection, because perfection is too fragile to withstand the reality of regional politics. To secure its future, Dubai must evolve from a temporary platform for luxury into a destination built on authenticity.
Because when certainty fails, authenticity is the only thing that keeps people from leaving.